almost run me over.
Oh.
He still has nothing. Okay, so maybe I'll try that guy. And then I'll go do main quest. Let's see.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
I could also visit this quarter. Wait. Go there fast.
Nice and slow. What a view! Great.
My respects.
Oh, they blocked this? Really? So I assume they blocked the other path too. Bitch. Like... Wait, what? Pebbles. Is this your book? Whose book is this? I didn't know you could read Pebbles. That's amazing.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa! Nice. Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Wow, closed off.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
You have a coin.
Donk, donk. It donked.
Komm und kauf! What is it you need? My
Sign me up for the tournament.
Toll! What discipline will it be?
Sign me up for sword and shield.
Na schön. Any other discipline?
I'll show off my longsword skills.
Na schön. Any other discipline?
I want to try free combat. That sounds the most interesting.
So you will try all discipline, yeah? I like that, Heinrich. Pay the entry fee and we are done here.
Here are the groschen, but I plan on winning them all back.
I look forward to seeing your attempt. May Lady Fortune be on your side. On the day of the tournament, go and see Friedrich Kummel. He has the honor of running the tournament and will introduce you. Or you can wait here for the tournament, as you wish.
I want to wait for the tournament here.
Of course. There is a bed here for you. Just give me some groschen for food.
Here you are.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Awful things have been happening.
citizens of Kuttenberg. The local sword-fighting brotherhood has organized the tournament this city so justly deserves. That's why we've been graced by the presence of our esteemed counselors. They too are eager to see who will stand out above the rest and become the champion. So let's start by hailing those who will be competing for the title.
I've got your gear here. Put it on and let's get started.
The tournament will begin with sword and shield combat. Let's see how our contenders handle this equipment. Now, we'll see a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And which worthy opponent has Lady Fortune chosen for him? There's no need to introduce Otto, as I'm sure you've smelled him long before you could see him.
Bigger than you'd think.
That being said, Otto is a funny, handy bloke. Let's see who will be tanning whose hide today. May God and fortune decide.
But his prick's bigger than you'd think.
Yes! Yes! Glory to Kuttenberg. As it should be.
Contenders,
Just like that.
get to it. End of duel. Our brave contender secured the first victory. Henry of Skalitz. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around.
This time, beat him up even more quickly.
Glory to the victor.
Ready?
Give me
Well
that
done.
cover.
Chickens before they hatch.
End of duel.
That victory was
You
well
both put up a spectacular fight, but there can only be one winner. Henry! Henry! Men who could easily make war their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Susie the Smith. And now, he's going to face another brave warrior. Dough Slapper and Baker, Biela the Black. Nowadays, there are more Hungarians around here than rats in a cheese shop, but Biela is an honest Kuttenberger. Biela knows buns and pies like no one else, and he's so taken by his craft, his heart is made of honey. I wish both of you the best of luck and a steady arm. For the glory of Kuttenberg, let the duel begin.
I'm surprised the other bloke's still standing.
End of duel. This fierce contender overpowered his opponent in the first round. Susie the Smith. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around. Let your steel ring. Fight.
You haven't a chance! Oh, fuck! Almost had you!
End of duel. Lady Fortune has fairly decided to award the second victory to the stronger of the two contenders. Susie the Smith. Glory to him and to his skill. Now, let's give him some time to regain his strength before we watch the final duel.
It wasn't very good.
All that remains now is to see the duel of Lady Fortune's favorites.
Fantastic!
Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. We know our first contender.
Henry is the bloke to make him
His
croak.
strength against him. Susie the Smith. Enjoying the duel that will soon follow.
Henry! Henry! Henry!
That's right. Just like that.
No time to lose.
As it should be.
Get to it.
There's no escape! Truly a joy to behold.
End of duel. Victory in the first duel went to this skillful swordsman who displayed truly beautiful technique. Henry of Skalitz. Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight. Contenders, get to it. End of duel. The deed is done.
Don't you dare
The
cause any
winner
trouble.
of the sword and shield
Shell
discipline
hunting
is a
sword.
nimble, skilled fencer
Relax.
who has
I'm not
yet
doing anything
to be
wrong.
defeated.
Lucky for you.
The time has come to see the art of the longsword. As
Careful.
is generally the case, the best deep.
I need equipment for the next round.
Of course. Just a moment, I'll help you put it on.
Take care.
Let's see which of our contenders have taken this bit of wisdom to heart. Now, our honorable swordsmen will show off their skills. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. And who's going to face him? Stedek of the Gate.
Don't mess around.
Watch closely. We'll now see whose skills proves to be greater.
Just like
Glory. That's it.
Let your steel ring. Fight.
There's no escape!
who displayed truly beautiful technique. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today.
This time, beat him even more quickly.
Ready? Fight!
That's unfair. Give me a
That bastard's
So I
tail.
pace. Keep your distance.
End of duel! Hurrah! We have a winner! Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Now, we'll see a fight between men who are no strangers to blades. Susie the Smith. And surely he will face an equally brave warrior. Master Mason and Stonecutter Lawrence, known as lame ever since a certain mishap. Yet he's never built a crooked wall and is supervising the work of both St. James's and St. Barbara's Church. So beware, he certainly has some powerful allies. May the best man win! No time to lose! Get to it!
My word.
Fuck me!
You're quite a skilled swordsman.
Curva! I'm wounded! Fuck that! You won't get me! Too slow!
End of duel!
You really wiped the
You saw for yourselves which contender handles his weapon better. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight. Ready? Go for it!
Didn't see that one coming, eh?
true master swordsman. What a duel that was.
No, you... Now that's what I call an opener.
End of duel!
They wiped the floor with them, one after another.
The Lord has decided who will be humbled and to whom will be granted a second victory. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. put up a great fight. But let's allow him some rest before the final encounter, which he'll, of course, be participating in. Here we are! We'll soon know the winner of the longsword discipline. Welcome to the best swordsman of the day! Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Now his skills will be put to the test by a bruiser who's well known across the town. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. May God and fortune decide.
Mason!
That's right, just like that.
Fantastic!
As it should be.
Bravo! Bravo!
Glory to Gutenberg.
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin!
For glory!
You've got a lot to learn. Too slow.
End of duel! A brave contender secured the first victory! Henry of Skalitz! It seems Lady Luck is on his side! Let's see how fickle she is today!
Oh, amazing!
Ready?
Good start! Quickly!
One more time, just like that.
That's not fighting.
End of duel! The final duel is over, and what a spectacle it was! There he is, a masterful swordsman, quick and precise. Such is today's longsword winner! Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz! We'll finish up the tournament with the free combat discipline. Each contender will compete in his own armor, using his weapon of choice.
I'm here to return the tournament gear.
Good. Give it here. All right. It's all here. Thanks very much. See you soon, my friend.
And now, two great fighters go head to head. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And which worthy opponent has Lady Fortune chosen for him? So give it your all. Who will taste the glory and who will feel the sting of defeat? That will soon be decided.
Everyone's after it.
Contenders, get to it!
I feel quite hungry!
The winner of the first duel, today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around.
I'm not doing anything.
It wasn't very
You're doing a great job keeping watch.
No time to lose. Get to it.
Beat him even more quickly.
There's no escape!
End of duel. Lady Fortune has fairly decided to award the second victory to the stronger of the two contenders. Henry! Henry! Men who could easily make war their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Stenyek of the Gate! And now, he's going to face another brave warrior. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow. For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin!
You can't stand up to this!
End of duel! This fierce contender overpowered his opponent in the first round. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today. Let your steel ring! Fight!
True mark swordsman. What kill that was?
No, you don't. One more blow and he'd be a...
End of duel! You both put up a spectacular fight, but there can only be one winner. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence. He truly put up a great fight. The final clash, which will show whether Lady Luck is still on his side, is about to begin. Now, let's move on to the final duel between the finest warriors we have seen today. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. We know our first contender. Now let's with his strength against him. Master Mason, Lame Lawrence.
Now that's
Quite closely. We'll now see whose skill proves to be greater.
That's right! Just like that!
Fantastic! That's it!
Contenders, get to it. End of duel. The winner of the first duel, Henry of Scarlets. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today.
Wasn't very good!
No time to lose. Get to it.
I feel quite hungry!
End of duel. People of Gutenberg, behold, undefeated and indomitable, nimble and strong. Those are the qualities of today's free combat champion, Henry of Scarlets. Hear ye, people of Gutenberg. We've seen many good duels and a few great ones today. Let's thank our brave contenders for that. Praise the Lord for giving us such a beautiful day. And let us pray that in time we may meet here again to hold another glorious tournament. God be with you, good people of Gutenberg.
I'm sorry.
And now main quest it is. Unless... There's no unless. Buddy!
Oh, yeah. You silly doggy.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Keep your eyes on the road, Constable.
Brave men, we can take up arms and not
There,
the right way. Instead, we need to rely on ourselves.
Any quest tipsters? Perchance? Maybe I can check this. Although it's probably nothing.
The Lord.
But I'll check it.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Quick! Quick! Go!
What time is it?
I'm at your service.
I could visit our girl.
Greetings to you.
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly.
I'd like a pretty girl to take...
My girls know how to make...
What I really need right now...
All right, but...
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem. You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
Don't be afraid to tell me what you want next time. There's no need to be embarrassed. Anyway, now to have a bath.
Ka! 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 Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Good day. What would you like? Careful.
Okay, main quest it is.
Go! Ka! Ka! Quick!
How now, good man? You might be interested in some nice wares.
I'm interested in this. God be with you. Though our God probably means little to you, eh?
Shalom, young man. You're right. I'm Jacob, son of David, but I think that will not affect our business together in the slightest.
No, of course not. Do you have anything interesting to sell?
If you are curious what old Jacob has to offer, I could rustle up a few things you cannot find elsewhere.
Fair enough. But what are you doing with your family on a road like this? Aren't you afraid of being robbed? If bandits find you, you'll be like a juicy bone to a starving hound, won't you?
Well, first of all, this is not my family. And second, I know the lay of the land. I can make a deal with anybody. Otherwise, my trading would soon sour. Aye, everyone wants to earn coin, but repaying it is a different story.
Are you saying you're a moneylender?
I would not put it that way. I just assist in my meager way wherever the need arises.
Well, your business is your own affair, and your own sin. Unless Jews differ in this matter. Is it a sin?
That depends on your point of view. If you act with kindness toward your fellow man, that can hardly be a sin. But you're right about one thing. Christian or Jew, the burden of our sins rests solely upon ourselves. But I do suspect our God has a greater understanding and compassion for the righteous cause.
May I ask, would you lend me some money too?
Do you need help? Are you in difficulties, my friend?
Well, I'm just curious how it works.
Am I to understand this will be your first loan?
Well, I suppose so. But I'm only asking.
And so am I. There is nothing wrong with that. Questions cost nothing. So what would you like to know?
How does this borrowing actually work? Do you lend to anyone who asks?
Far from it. First, I need to be convinced that my help will be meaningful and stand both sides in good stead.
Meaning what?
Risk and profit, my friend. Risk and profit. These are the two sides of the same coin you hold in the palm of your hand. A little risk, a little profit, and vice versa. I'm sure you understand.
I suppose so.
People would rather borrow my coin than risk their own. But I cannot help if the risk is too great.
And what can you do about it? I mean, how can you avoid risk?
That is the secret to success. You spread the risk. That is to say, you need several irons in the fire, so the loss of one can be covered by another.
Well, that's easier for me to understand. After all, I'm a blacksmith by trade.
And there you have it. Even a blacksmith may possess skill and intellect.
How much can you lend me then?
Oy vey. I'm sorry to say it is not that simple.
Why? Don't you trust me to pay you back?
That is not the point. But since you ask, you do not look like someone with much to offer as collateral. And I doubt that you have a reliable guarantor to vouch for you, eh?
You know, I figured it wouldn't be that straightforward.
Furor, money is a solemn matter, but not all is yet lost, mein Freund. After all, as the saying goes, there are only two kinds of people. Those who have borrowed and those who have yet to borrow.
Well, I'm not in such dire need of anyone's money. But I'd be glad of something to buy.
As you wish, mein Freund.
He has a book. I'll take that. And I'll sell this.
I'd like to do something about...
Aye, you convinced me with that price. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Quick! Quick! Gah! Go! Go!
Gah! Quick! Go!
This weather shitty, eh? Yeah, it's raining cats and dogs.
What do you mean, cats and dogs? It rained on me too? And you?
You boy, my savior! You free me from stocks. I never forget this. Janos will repay you.
Ah, don't mention it. I don't want anything for that.
What? You don't want to even hear what I offer?
All right. I'm all ears. I'm listening.
Really?
Aye, really.
You want my sausage? You'll never find better.
Oh, I need
What
to
are you
hear
blabbering
this.
about? What sausage?
Proper one. Full of goodness. Maybe not smell so good, but taste good when you hold nose.
Oh, this is so good.
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. What else? Janos's sausage. Ah, I see. You think I means big, huge salami in my hose, eh? He's not for just anybody. Me? I am decent Christian.
I'll take it.
You will not be sorry. Come back when it is nice and firm. It melt in your mouth. You see.
Firm? Well, all right.
Love it.
You
Love
told
it.
me to come back for sausages. So here I am.
No hurry, eh? Sausages not grow on trees. Come back when they're ready. What'd you do before they locked you up? What do you think? I steal food. You know that, eh? Ah, you mean before, like back. I was locked up then.
Oh, I see you're one lucky bloke. Also for food.
No, because of war. They take me prisoner. Want to chop my head off, but then find out I am a cook.
You're a cook?
No, but they not know that. So they lock me up in Castle on Rap.
And what did you cook for them? Sauerkraut?
Lucky there was Serbian cook there. He teach me everything. If you know have blue blood, being cook is not bad, eh?
And how did it all turn out?
Cook catch plague and die. Me? I escape back to Bohemia.
Teach me something then. Maybe it'll come in handy.
It will take some time, but you give me few groschen, and I teach you what you want.
You told me to come back for sausages. So here I am.
You must wait. They be ready soon.
What a guy. Love it.
My humble respect.
Okay, who's here?
Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
I don't know if words are enough. Simply, it was just like Skalitz. Confusion, screaming, dying, and then the flames. The worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment, and hell surged into the world.
God protect us! God damn it! I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side, but you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honoured. Thank you, friend. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsch, and it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine, like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
But it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh? You'd better be going.
Let's see that bow. Given to me by Hans Capon as thanks for rescuing him from captivity at Malashov Fortress. This one is better.
Greetings, Chevalier. If you are getting ready for a fight, count me in,
Good
cher ami.
Good boy. Why the surprise? We're in a war with Sigismund, after all.
C'est vrai. Let us make short work of Sigismund, and then we shall make a stand against the English, or the Napolitans, or the Flemish.
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time, and a few groschen, mon ami. Acquiring my art came at great cost, so I cannot pass it on for free. Especially now, when I have been injustly stripped of my possessions. and I must rely only on my sharp wits. Ainsi, Valdesta, what would you like to hear?
As a knight, you must know how to fight with a polearm as well.
Certainement, but not with a halberd or some other farm implement. Such things are good only for, les Anglais. I would only ever use a proper poleaxe. 6 feet long, with a blade top with a spike, for piercing heavy armor. Only such a polearm is worthy of a knight, and I shall demonstrate why.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Allons-y, mon ami. Let us not waste any time.
Greetings to you!
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Captain! Since you know so much about food, could you teach me how to cook?
Good idea, friend. Like Bible say, men not live on wine alone, hey? What do you want to know?
Something fast and simple would come in handy. I'm always traveling somewhere, so something to fill my belly quickly.
Fill your belly? Food. Food is gift from God. Even simple food must be good. You know what? I teach you beer soup. Ready quick, and if you not fuck up, it tastes divine. First, you need beer, eh? But sweet, not sour piece. Tear up bread, pour beer on top, cook on fire until mush. Put bit of salt, caraway, lovage, bit of butter if you have, nutmeg, egg yolk. All done.
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
The foundation of every proper meal is porridge. Do you know a good recipe for any?
Of course. But porridge is for peasants, eh? You want? Wait. I know one nice sweet gruel, good, hearty, make you strong like ox. Or calf at least. First you cook whale brain, real good, mash up with some red wine and boil in pot. Then add a bit of semolina and saffron that make it yellow. In the end, stir in bit of caraway and big spoon of honey. You know best part, eh? Sprinkle some nuts and cinnamon on it on plate.
At your service,
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
Teach me some sauce that goes with meat. To make the most of it when I get my hands on some.
Sauce? Maybe our yellow sauce. Hey! Not cheap to make, but good as hell. You put mug of cream into pot. Warm up a bit. Throw in egg yolk, bit of saffron, ginger root, and sugar. Then you must cook very slowly. Keep stirring till it go thick. Slow, slow. You cook too fast, egg go all lumpy. Ah, so tasty you will lick pot. Unless you fuck it up, hey?
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
Do you have anything really festive? I'd like to make a real banquet sometime.
Ah, you my man! Why only lords should have feast, eh? But what I can teach you... best thing I know for feast is shoustic. You know that?
Sounds like something nasty you'd do at the bathhouse.
Funny? No, it's even better. Not only feast for stomach, for eyes too. Nice special food to put in middle of table. It can look different ways. Favorite is all kinds of roasted beasts. Dragons, manticores and stuff.
And where can I find such a beast?
There is secret in it. You cannot. You make one. Take bag of piglet, stew on a roaster's head, peacock's tail, feet from hare, and roast all together and baste with wine sauce. Crown the beast. Put boiled eggs around. You have feast for king. Hey?
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
How is beer soup made again?
First, you need beer. Hey? But sweet, not sour. Put beer.
Could you teach
improved survival again?
How was that?
First you cook whale, then you know.
Could you teach me?
What you would?
Okay.
How do you cook?
You put, then you must.
Could you teach?
What was that? Not only it can look different.
And where?
That is you crown.
I'd like to learn a few things.
Not now. Kurva. Long time it has not been so shitty.
Innkeeper, that beer.
Oh, the weather's shit, all right.
Closing time. Come again.
First thing
Tomorrow,
is
perhaps.
find nice warm place, nice cold beer, and nice hot wench. Hey.
Hey, Godwin is here.
Oh, excuse me.
I wanted to ask you about the rebellious peasants.
Well, shall we meet with them?
Aye. I've changed my mind. We should join forces with them.
Great. Those fools use a secret password to recognize their own. The password is the foxes in the hen house. So, remember it.
The foxes in the hen house? Oh, isn't that just fantastic? What am I supposed to do with it?
Go to the herb woman in Miskovitz and say to her.
Why her?
I suspect she's working with them. Provides them with supplies and such. I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the path.
All right.
I did this, so...
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'll wait till morning.
God be with you.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well, nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you. Farewell, good sir.
Henry the horse. Cabalus. Is this that guy Salami? buddy. What are you doing here, buddy?
I heard you fought in the Battle of Kosovo. Is that true?
Why wouldn't it be?
I heard it was a horrible massacre, and there were no survivors.
Horseshit, lad. That's just horseshit. It was a massacre. Aye. A terrible slaughter. But the other side lost many men as well.
So how did it happen? Tell me. I don't think I can quite imagine such a massive battle. How many soldiers were there?
Countless, lad. I'd never seen so many take the field. At least 10,000 men on our side. And Sultan Murad must have had at least twice as many with him.
So how did the battle go?
Lord forgive me, but it went to shit.
Could you be more specific?
Specific? Well, I only know what people said after the battle. When you're in the midst of it, you don't see what's happening around you.
Which was?
Well, it's hard to describe. Attacks are followed by retreats, and between that, only fatigue and dust.
So what happened?
When the battle began, the Serbian cavalry crushed the Turkish left flank. It looked good for us. But alas, that was just the beginning. Soon, we got ours too. We fought valiantly, but they pushed us back, and in the meantime, they hit our center. The Sultan's Janissaries attacked us there. Damn devils, and raised all hell. Rivers of blood soaked the ground.
How could you survive something like that?
You can't give up, and death isn't an option. But then a rumor spread that Prince Lazar had fallen, and everything began to crumble. But he was a tough old warrior of the Nemanjic royal blood. He wouldn't give up just like that. With an arrow in his eye, he climbed his horse and rode straight for the Sultan. Well, that's how he saved us. The battle then lasted until evening. But no one had the strength to force the enemy to retreat.
And where did you fight?
In the saddle. I'm a nobleman, after all. But I lost 3 horses under me. So in the end, I also fought on foot. Most of us mercenaries were on the left flank, under the command of Vlatko Vukovic. But he soon got wounded, and the men began to flee. I mean, if it wasn't for Nicholas Gabriel, we wouldn't be talking here today.
And who was that?
The commander of our company. A born warrior, and a good friend. In fact, Zizka reminds me of him a bit sometimes. In any case, the fact that Gabriel had taken a command at that point meant our flank did not buckle, and the Ottoman rabble did not cut us to pieces as we fled.
So who won in the end?
The battle lasted all day, and in the end no one knew who had won, because both sides left the field. Only later did we find out. Prince Lazar had fallen there alongside all his Serbian nobility. Still later came the news that Lazar had been captured and executed by the Turks the day after the battle.
They executed a prince?
Aye. They beheaded him, because someone had slit their sultan's throat like a piglet.
So you didn't win?
It's hard to say. We held our own against the odds and survived. Only without their prince, it was just a matter of time before Serbia fell into the new Ottoman Sultan's lap. Fortunately, I didn't stick around to see it. All the same, even as I'm telling it, it strikes me what an adventure it was. I suppose time heals all kinds of shit. In the end, you forget the bad things. And yet, I can only thank God that Nicholas Gabriel was there.
Your captain?
Aye, him. We actually became friends of sorts. He even taught me one of his sword tricks.
He did?
Aye, really. I could even show you sometime. A memory of the good man who saved my arse on that day.
please show me that swordsmanship technique of yours.
Why not? I'd be happy to show it to you. But whether you understand it is up to you. Oh, at any rate, you need to be quick and thorough. Because for once, you aren't attacking the head directly, but rather the opponent's sword. When you knock it aside, you open up space for a deadly blow. Now come and try it a few times.
Greetings, elegant monsieur. You look almost as good as me, and that is no small compliment.
I have the best role model. Thanks.
De rien.
My respects.
I guess it's finally time to talk to...
I'm sorry.
To
I wasn't paying
Zizka.
attention.
Hey, don't do that. Wait, what is this?
Greetings to you.
Come back.
Good to see you.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Von Bergov is just Sigismund's puppet. We're not going to waste time on him, are we?
Aye. It would be better to go straight after the most heavily guarded man in the kingdom. Brilliant idea, youngster.
Sigismund is out of reach, but perhaps we can get to Von Bergov. and that should gain us some more time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Berghoff, use at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlec, and it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berkow has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Well, we can't take it. Your people will surely need every groschen you can get your hands on now.
Drop the courtesies, please. All I want is to get von Berkow at knife point.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlec, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
I was afraid you'd never ask. I can just see the look on von Bergov's face when we point his own cannon straight at it.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Berkow and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Henry?
Praise the Lord.
Ah, there's a quest here.
Tell me something about yourself. We barely know each other.
No cóż, nie znamy się, ale przeszkadza ci to?
What? Speak slower. I can't understand you at all.
A co mnie to obchodzi? Wiesz co? Jak chcesz ze mną pogadać, to przynieś mi beczkę piwa i 100 dziewu. Jak już to razem wypijemy i się zabawimy, to dogadamy się bez problemu.
How is it that women throw themselves at you?
To dar od Boga, Henryku. A może to dlatego, że mam takiego dużego kutasa. Ale mam dla ciebie jedną radę. Jak już zbałamucisz jakąś niewiastę, to spróbuj sprawić jej przyjemność swoimi ustami. Będzie cię bolał język, ale zobaczysz, jaka ona będzie zadowolona.
Well, I didn't understand a single word, but I'll take it to heart. I'd like to get better with a saber. Do you have any advice for me?
Tylko jedną, przyjacielu. Tnij tak szybko, żeby wróg nie zdążył zrobić uniku. I staraj się stać trochę bokiem, żeby nie dało się łatwo w ciebie trafić. Ale przede wszystkim nigdy nie zaczynaj ze mną, bo zrobię z ciebie sieczkę.
Well, thanks then. Even if I don't know what for. Tell me then, what do you think about this whole plan? Honestly, now.
Honestly. Well, for a start, I reckon that Frenchie'll take the coin and we'll never see him again. The Adder can take care of himself. I'm sure he'll do a good job scouting Malashov. But I wouldn't count on him coming back and telling us von Bergau's an idiot who leaves the main gate open at night. And the rest depends on you. And how well you can infiltrate Sigismund's men. I wouldn't put much money on it, but who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me.
The camp might be pretty dangerous. You got any advice for me?
Catherine's the one who knows about spying and that kind of thing. But it won't do us any harm if you make yourself useful there. I don't expect you'll just blurt out to them where they can find us, but loitering around the camp, peeking here and there, that's always suspicious, so watch it.
Taking Malashov won't be easy. How do you plan to do it?
You'll find out in good time, don't worry. First, I had to talk it through with Dry Devil, though. With a bit of luck, we'll get inside the castle unobserved at night, and then we'll manage somehow.
What about that cannon you sent me for?
We'll keep that in reserve in case anything fucks up. And believe me, something always fucks up.
Where'd you learn how to shoot so well?
Well, where would you say? It wasn't in the royal palace with that fleshy master archer. You can be sure of that. It's the result of years of practice. You'll soon find out live targets are the best. And if they have 2 legs, that's better yet. But I have to admit, each year it gets harder to keep my eye on the target. My hands are starting to shake. That's why I need to drink so much. When I'm properly wasted, it cancels out the shaking. And then, my aim's like when I was a lad.
Samuel? Samuel? What are you doing? Samuel?
I hope you'll use the money from Sam wisely. The mercenaries, you know. Who are they?
The best fighters I have ever met. You will not regret a single groschen, mon ami.
About this merry band of ours. Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother yet?
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your... our group. It is not usual for his, people. But he's certainly a good reinforcement.
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time, and a few groschen, mon ami. Acquiring my art came at great cost, so I cannot pass it on for free. Especially now, when I have been injustice. So...
Absolutely, Hans. Absolutely.